What's up, money geeks? Mr. VHLPlenties.com. Real quick though, if this is your first time here, I teach people how to become and stay debt free, save money, and invest. So if that interests you, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Welcome to Investing Thursday. This is a series where I show you how I go about investing and how I build my portfolio. So last week I did post a video on how I select the funds that go into my portfolio. So the index funds that I invest in, how do I select them? How do I know which one is the proper fund? So if you haven't already checked out that video, I'm going to hook it up here in the YouTube card so you can go out and watch that video so you can know the logic or the techniques that I use to pick the funds that I invest in. So, but in today's video, I want to show you how to open your own brokerage account with Vanguard. So we're going to head over to my computer. I'm just going to walk you guys through the process on how to open a brokerage account with Vanguard. So let's get into it. So here we go. As soon as you get into Vanguard, Vanguard.com, you're going to see these are the 3 steps that you're required to create a brokerage account. So the first step is you want to choose the type of account that you want to create. So in your case, it's just general investing. So it would be like an individual if you're doing it by yourself, or maybe a joint if you're doing it with your spouse. And so that would be the account type you're going to select. And then the next step is you just you open an account. I'm going to walk you through it. It's so easy. It takes less than 10 minutes, like it says there. And then the next phase is you put money in the account. So you fund that account, and then you wait for approval. As soon as everything is cleared and then you have access to the account, you can create your online access where you can go in and start buying and selling stocks or funds or whatever you're trying to do. So that is that. So those are the 3 steps. Next, as soon as you get to Vanguard, if you go to open account, so Vanguard.com, hit an open account. That's going to bring you to this screen. And again, this is where we talked about the different account types that you want to create. Remember, step 1 says choose the account type. So in this case, we want to open a new account. So if you hit new account, so we want, how are you going to fund this account? So I'm going to take money, either check or transfer money from my personal bank over to Vanguard. You just hit next. And then are you a registered a Vanguard account member already? If you already have an account with Vanguard, let's say like your retirement account, it'll make it easy for you because it's going to transfer all your information over to this new account. But if you haven't registered with Vanguard already, you hit no here and then just click continue, and that's going to bring you to this screen. So it's just kind of like a summary of things that you need to open the account. So for your bank, you need kind of a routing number and the bank account number, and then you want to understand what you're looking for in terms of the account type. You want to choose your information that you require to create your portfolio. And so for the most part, the things that you're gonna need to create your portfolio, I'm just gonna list them to you so you can know exactly what's required. So to get your portfolio, you're going to need a social security number, and again, social security number, because you have to be a U.S. citizen or a U.S. resident to create an account. So and then we want to provide your date of birth. You're going to provide your address, so where you currently reside. We need that information, and your email address. So they're going to require all that information. And then once that information is done, you provide everything here. Then we go to the next page. It's taking a little bit of load. And so in this page, I just want to do general savings. And like I said, when you do a retirement account, it has different requirements. You do education account, it has different requirements. So in this case, it's just general savings account. And I want to do, and you just say if you are just an individual, you want to do individual, and then you click next. And then here is just where you're going to fill out your information. So you give your name, fill out all this good stuff, social security number, date of birth, email address, identify your status, and everything. Once you put in information, if you can see up here, so you establish funding. Then this is where you're going to need, maybe if you grab your checkbook, it'll show you your routing number and your bank account number. You use that where you want money to come from to go into your Vanguard account, put that information there, and then just e-review it. It's very simple. Just make sure you check everything that you put in. verify your social security number, date of birth, and all that very important information double check everything. And I've seen people make a lot of mistakes sometimes, mistake typing your social security number. So you want to make sure that you put in your social security number as it is. Don't make any mistakes. And then once you review it, then you can you can submit that. Once you submit the application, then the next step is for you to create your online access, which is just pretty much you create a username, password, and maybe a security code that you can use to access your online account. And then once that it's completed, then at that point you have access to the account. You can just log in and go in and start buying and selling stuff. Usually it takes about a day or two. For me, I was approved within 1 day, and I don't know, that was way back in I think 2009. And so you guys can, it probably be a lot faster now. If you do it in the morning, you probably get approved before the end of the day. So that's something you want to do. So at that point, you have your individual brokerage account. Now, what do you do from there? That's the fun stuff, and it's just kind of cool. You go into the account. Let's see here. Oh, again, just a quick thing here for you guys. If you're a non-US investor, there's different specifications for you, and I want you to go and read about it because they have different rules of engagement if you're not a US investor. So definitely go check out those rules of engagement before you proceed. The one thing that I want to show you guys here now is that most importantly, the reason why I choose Vanguard is just because of there's no fees. As you can see, once you invest in Vanguard index funds and ETFs, the fees are zero. You don't pay a thing. So if you look here, if you just go down the list, Vanguard ETFs fees are zero. But if you buy anything that's outside Vanguard, so if you buy a non-Vanguard stock or index fund or ETF, see, if your first 25 trades would be $7.30, and then subsequent trades would be $20. And if you do it over the phone, it's $20. That is expensive. So I stick with Vanguard ETFs, Vanguard index funds, and that's where my money goes. And every time I do a transaction there, it's free. So I just wanted to point that out. Once you're done, it's just a matter of you going to log in, and you provide your username and password that you had created. And then once you log into your account, then you can start buying ETFs, or you can buy index funds. And so, and from that perspective, there's a ton of stuff here that you can actually do. So you have browse a complete ETF lineup. So if you go here, you can take a look at some of the ETFs that they have available, and you can just you can sort by either class or ETF name if you know the names. Let's say if we go by name, it would show you all the different ETFs that they have. Particularly the ones that I'm actually tracking right now. VGT. VGT. So yeah, this is the one I want. ETF. Okay, there we go. All right. So if you look at VGT, this is kind of like a technology ETF. So it tracks all the technology sector, and if you look at the risk here, is very, very high risk. But what you want to look at here is the performance. So if you look here over the first year, year one is giving you 27% return. That is insane. But if you look at 10 years, 10 years is giving you 14%. That is incredible. Like, you can't even beat that. And then, so since inception, it's sitting at maybe close about 10%. That's awesome. Once you identify the asset that you like, and then just scroll down to the bottom and you click buy, and that's going to take you to the page where you select where the money is going to come from. That would be it for this video. It's very straightforward. The next thing that I'm going to do in my subsequent video, because I've had people ask me, index funds and ETFs, which one is better. So in our next video, we're going to take a deeper dive into index funds versus ETFs, and why I choose one over the other. Or in my case, I have a combination. I have some index funds and I have some ETFs, so I try to find that balance. And again, it depends on your personal goals for investing. What are you looking for? But I'll share with you guys. So next video, I'm going to share with you guys why index funds or ETFs. So I hope this was helpful. So there you go, guys. That's how easy it is for you to set up your Vanguard Brokerage account. So like I mentioned in subsequent video, I'm going to show you guys how you can actually distinguish between an index fund and an ETF, and why you should pick one over the other, or why you need both in your portfolio. So that would be my next video coming up. So if you do enjoy the video, go ahead and give that thumbs up, and if you find it useful, share it with one friend. And if you can relate to what I'm talking about here, definitely let me know in the comment section. I release new videos every week on life, career, and money, and how to become debt free. So you want to miss it, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, keep crushing that debt, and we'll talk soon.